Can't start the day without the coffee, right? Ooh, that's a little loud. You don't want to have the same problem we had last time, do we? So, you guys may have not noticed, the sound is probably a little better in this this run. Oh, there we go. Can't start the day without this. So anyway, yeah, I put up those last couple videos and realized that wow, that sound was bad, and I honestly I don't know what I did differently from then to the previous recordings, but now it's obviously it's a lot better, a lot louder. I turned down the game volume down quite a bit and turned up some mic boost. So anyway, we invested in a coffee maker. That's right. It's pretty nice. You can add a whole bunch of different things to it, and you can actually get all the recipes right in here from the actually additions. And I think I've got like the most like prevalent ones. There's invisibility and strength, flame resistance, night vision, a bunch of other stuff. But right now we're just doing the sugar for haze, fire resistance, and strength from the blaze powder. And yeah, it's not bad. It's really short, but it's just, I don't know. This is pretty funny, and you get multiple uses out of this, so you can't beat that. Okay, so let's start today. Look at that, guys. Isn't that pretty? Man. And you know what's going to be prettier? When we add another array of those combustion engines to the back here. So what I found out, and what's really incredible about Ender.io, gosh, you guys, I gotta hand it out to you. That's nice. Is that when you actually, I can show you an example right here. When you actually go to replace or upgrade your circuitry for your Ender.io, you might think to yourself, man, I have got to go back and reconfigure all this. What a mess. Well, check this out. Boom. And it just goes right back to your inventory. How cool is that? No, you don't have to chop anything down. You don't have to reconfigure anything. Well, I mean, you might have to reconfigure some things. I'm not 100%. Let's test that out real quick. Set it to down. Replace with red. Oh yeah, you might have to reconfig. But it's not that bad. Not that bad of a deal. It's still it saves a lot of hassle of having to break it and replace it. But yeah, we are going to add a second array of combustion engines, and you might be asking yourself, well, why are you doing that? Well, we added onto our capacitor here. We're up to now to 24 million RF, and I'd like to add another rung to this. Maybe two more, a couple more, I'm not sure yet. I know we probably should switch over to vibrant capacitors, but this thing's so big and it's already really cool, and I don't want to break it yet. But we want to get this thing a little bit bigger, and we're going to have to get some more power to it. And I didn't realize I was bottlenecking myself, and people who were watching this probably said, wow, yeah, that all those engines aren't doing any good. They can only fill up 640 per tick. So I was trying to figure out, like, man, they got all these engines, but nothing's getting added in there. So I decided to switch out the conduits. Now we have over 2,000 RF per tick that can get into here, and it is good. It is good. Also, we had a bit of a gold issue. And so I went to the nether and picked us up a pigman, a couple sold files of pigman, throw one in the attractor, and we have actually now a pigman farm. Well, I just say a pigman farm, but we do got a mob farm spawner in there. I also found a skeleton spawner with there's a wand of moving. You can actually pick some spawners up, move them in here, which is really nice. But again, with these, you have to be nearby them in order for them to tick. But hey, again, you're getting a lot of benefit out of this. And I don't spend much time next to this. I kind of around the area, but yeah, whatever. So, why are we going to add another array here? Well, let me tell you something. Those spawners take up a lot, and if you add any kind of capacitor to them, you're looking at a lot of power out. And I haven't actually hooked those up to it yet. This is just the input so far. But we will be replacing all of this the redstone, not redstone conduit, but the energy conduit, the lower tier one, with the Ender.io conduit. So that's a bit of a task in itself. Well, you might be thinking that, but let me show you something else. this is a big portion of what I've been wanting to do with everything that we have, and that is fully 100% automation. And I know that automation can be easily done through the refined storage, and but there's some components that still can't be done that require droppers and breakers and placers and so on and so forth. These are the crafters, and the crafters allow you to put in patterns, and these crafters hook up to certain machines, and they are, I think we went over this in a couple episodes ago. But yeah, this is the full automation process so far, and this basically lets me build up 64K storages with just clicking a button. Now, it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, even with these all upgraded. And to be honest, actually, I don't know if upgrades actually affect these. I know that they affect the solderer, which is fully upgraded for speed. But I don't know if these crafters are actually affected by upgrades or not. I haven't tested it out. I did try a crafting upgrade, putting it in there, but it didn't do anything. So this is these are all completed ready for building up 64K storage drives. It's also, I have it set up for the alloy smelter to go ahead and smelt all the alloy that we need. And there's that vibrant alloy. That's what we need for those ender IO conduits. Yeah, you see where I'm getting with this? Also, we have a trash can finally set up for this. This is pulling all of the useless armor items that are dropped in from the mob spawn that we don't really need. I haven't really found a use for them yet, but if I find one, I might take those off and maybe we can smelt them down or something. So, again, we're going to build a array here, but our biggest bottleneck right now is the redstone output. We have no production of redstone. We have no way of obtaining any other than mining. Let me tell you something, I'm not a big fan of mining, not anymore. And I will show you why. Take a look at that map. that is nuts. Oh, I don't want it. I have been mining and mining this thing out nonstop, making all sorts of tunnels all over the place, searching for redstone, and it's gotten to the point where I don't want to do it anymore. There's got to be a better way, and there is. Oh, what the? So what I would like to start also is we need to do something with the redstone. Now there's one alternative. There's actually two. Sorry. There's two alternatives here. One, we can continue mining. Or two, we could create something that allowed that, or I should say, that lets redstone be a byproduct. And there's two options there. One is glowstone and redstone, and the other one is one redstone and two redstone, which is through the conjuration catalyst, which is through Botania. Which is something I've never really gotten to Botania before. I just started a couple preliminary portions of it, but for the most part, I've never spent a lot of time in it. What I found out through Conjuration Catalyst is that, oh man, you actually need the Elven Trade. Elven Trade is a bit of an end game Botania to get to, so we're not going to go that route. However, we can do this glowstone to redstone. Glowstone is not that hard to come across. You find quite a bit in the nether, and I'm not really too worried about it. I have plenty of it, and it seems to be a pretty good trade-off if I can get one glowstone to one redstone. So in order to make that, though, you need I will get there. The alchemy catalyst, and that's just two brewing stands, some living rock, gold iron, and this mana pearl. Now, I'll go ahead and show you what I've done so far. Instead, I've hollowed out this chamber, and I know this isn't upstairs yet. We have our own Botania spire up there, which we will be using. But for now, I'm just kind of going down here just because this is where I want the automation to happen. I plan on making that redstone 100% automated. So we have our spire set up here. I went ahead and made some living rock. I need to get some sort of fuel source for our mana spreaders and our mana pool. I'm going to go with the endos because we have plenty of material to burn, especially we have tons and tons of blaze rod, so that shouldn't be an issue at all. Sorry, I forgot there was one other alternative, which I would like to start first because I went ahead and made some of the materials to do this, and that is the Quantum Quarry. The Quantum Quarry is from Extra Utilities. It takes these stone burns, which are just polished stone and resonator, a nether star, which we have quite a few of them from the withers we've been killing, and spent stone, which I picked up quite a bit in the end. And then some diamond pickaxes, which I believe we need 6 of these, and I picked up, fortunately, some end rods as well. So we've got plenty of diamonds, plenty of end rods, end stone, and stone burnt, no problem. We can make all of this. And I believe you can just hook this up directly to an RF capacitor, and it should run. So let's go ahead and put those together. Now you need 1 quantum core by itself. And then you need to surround it on all faces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to make 6 of these. In order to make that, we need to make 6 diamond picks. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we need to make 6 of these. 1, 2. Oh. Probably should put those in the system first. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. There we go. So we've got our quantum quarry for our central portion of it, and then 6 surrounding blocks. So let's go ahead and set this up. I actually made a little area around here to house all of this, and I believe it's not too far from the capacitor, so this shouldn't be too big of an issue. And I'm going to need some waste blocks. Let's go ahead and grab some of this. And you know what, while we're in here, let's go ahead and get some vibrant alloy going. Alright, seems like we have all the ingredients we need. Get that going, and we'll go ahead and start with our waste blocks. I saw one video on this, and I'm not 100% exactly how it's supposed to work, so my concern is that this extra utilities uses this grid power, which I saw in the video they had it hooked up to a creative capacitor, so we'll see. So let's go ahead and set one down here. Oh, do you need to set this first, I'm guessing? Alright, there we go, we set that down. I want to go ahead and knock this out beneath it. And we'll hook up the rest of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now we have this filter in here, and if present, the quarry will auto-destroy any items that do not match the filter. We might want to go ahead and make one of those because I'm really only looking for redstone, lapis. What else would we want? And gold. Oh yeah, obviously we want some gold. Now, what's the interface on this one? Okay, so it can take RF. So I'm wondering if I can hook something up to that. Alright guys, we got that energy conduit all made up. And I actually grabbed some cables and an importer to bring back the items from this quarry back into our system. Now I believe that this is also, if I'm correct, always on, redstone off. Okay, so I believe if we just set it to that, it'll hit redstone, and it takes the redstone signal. So let's make a switch real quick. Oh, a switch. You know, I've been playing this long enough. You figure I'd get it by this one lever. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put that lever on there. Now, how do I want to hook this up? I guess we could go through here. Now, I don't plan on making this room very pretty, maybe a little more presentable, just because I know that we will be spending quite a bit of time in here early on to get this automation set up, but I think, let's just try, the normal energy conduits just to see if this is capable of keeping up. Oh, okay. And then I want to run an import right here. I don't know if it cares what side I put this on. What? I think I should make an item filter for this. I really think I should do that. We should probably do that. Let's make an item filter, because the last thing we want to do is get this thing overloaded. I've already made, this is already an issue as it is. So, and I don't want to just like expunge everything that's in the system. So if we can really, utilize that quarry to its maximum efficiency, it'd be a lot better. So let's see, those are ender IOs, extra utilities, that's what we want. Okay, so that's not too bad. Item filter. Okay, and I believe can I access it this way? Yes. Okay. So we want lapis. What else is there? Emeralds. Redstone. Diamond. What else? What else? What else? Well, guys, I would have been kicking myself in the butt for that one. Gold. We made a farm. I specifically went and got pigmen to make a farm. We're also going to put some coal in there. The actual addition is black quartz ore. Probably be a good idea. I'm assuming this resonant ore will probably want some more of it at some point. And I don't think anything else. Tech Reborn. Oh, yeah, duh. Hello. The gold. We want the gold. And obsidian. And I think that should do it for what we want. Obsidian, resonant, gold. Nice. And maybe we'll get rid of the appetite for now. We'll go throw the coal on there. Yes, yeah. Okay. Ignore ore dictionary. I think that these are all pretty good. Yeah, should be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and throw it in there, and we're going to see what happens. All those are on there. Alright. Ice plains. Okay, I'm not seeing a whole lot of action here. Alright guys, now we got some action here. Apparently you need to put a chest on there. So now I just need to bump that up one. So let's go ahead and do that. And we should be good now. Oh! Fix that here in a second. So yeah, I guess it needs an initial input. I wonder if you can actually just... Maybe you can actually put the input right up next there. I don't know. But it seems that this thing is trying to burn through RF pretty fast. It can't really keep up. I'm wondering where we at with our... So this is not really affected. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to replace this with the bad boys. The real deals here. So let's go ahead and switch that off. Let that fill back up. And we might actually just replace the whole thing. Let me go ahead and make some up, and I'll be right back. So I just started hearing some weird noises, and like a kid excited for Christmas, I can't help myself. I just saw something right above our base, and I am going to go get it. At first I thought it was Santa Claus. Turns out, I believe those are guardians. I don't know if these are the ones we want, but it doesn't hurt to have them, fully automated and spawning. Oh, and we got them. So what are those? Guardians, yeah, cool. Alright guys, we got our last piece of the Ender IO conduit, the super special one. And let's go ahead and replace all these. Now, look at this. This is so incredible. It hits me right in the feels. Like, I just got, it's such a smart design. And we'll have to go back and replace that. I accidentally dropped my wrench off in our storage. Speaking of storage, we are going to have to rebuild, or not rebuild, we're going to have to make another 64K because we're going to run out of space really fast, and we're already pretty close to our limit as is, even with me pushing all the excess items out. Alright, and is that where that wants to go? That'll work. Okay. And we're going to need to take this and then go ahead and bring it up. Nice. And let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. I need to get access to my refined storage. Wrench. Not a big fan of these loops like this. Looks really sloppy. Nice. Alright, yeah, now it's not even budging, but I'm curious how our power's doing. Also not budging. So as long as we come across plenty of redstone, this shouldn't be an issue. It's happening. It is happening. And the problem is, we actually have... It's actually not a problem. We have plenty of redstone. Redstone's not being affected. It's just that our combustion engines just cannot keep up. It's just way too much power. Especially, I think, maybe with the pigment spawner running. Let's go ahead and turn that off, see what happens. Looks like we're going to have to set up some more combustion engines to cover up for this nasty quarry that's not really even producing anything, unfortunately. It's got a lot of coal. And we've gotten a whole lot of redstone out of it. We've gotten no redstone out of it. And I don't know if that has something to do with the biome it's in. But I mean, it's zipping through stuff. I just haven't seen much come out of it yet, other than a whole lot of coal. Alright guys, did a little bit of cable management, got this set up. Let's go ahead and throw these combustion engines on. So you're going to line up here, 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 and here. Oh, not there, not there. There we go. That's interesting. Interesting. Let's see if we can actually slip right in here. And we'll just take these off. And one more. Okay. Now I need to go grab some water. Okay. And back with the water. And it doesn't seem to be dope. Seems to be alright now. Let me go ahead and switch these over. Sometimes these reservoirs can be a little funky, so you gotta set them up so they'll actually pull water from those areas. You can set them up to pull from the configuration itself, but every once in a while you get some weird bug. Oh, did not mean to do that. So let's go ahead and start a quarry up and see how this holds up. Quarry's running. Machine's not budging. And I believe these are outputting at 160 per tick. So 160 times 20 is over 2000 RF. Now you will note that they are kind of bouncing around a little bit, which is to be expected. But this should all be running fairly smooth. The only issue we might run into with our bottleneck is whether or not the generators can keep up, or the vats can keep up, which I don't see much of an issue right now. They're pumping out as much as they can. But the thing about the quarry is that it's endless, it doesn't stop, so we'll see how long, we'll see which one breaks first. You know guys, it seems to me that every time I drink coffee, I seem to come up with a better idea. Before we head into Botania, let's take a look at something. These wings of the bat. I've heard what they're capable of. I think they give you creative flight, which is pretty awesome. We've got a handful of these wings of the bat. All we need to do is make an ender star and some empowered dynamite. In order to make an ender star, I have all these ingredients. As you know, we went to the end. We got some dragon's breath, nether star, and that's from our wither. Black quartz, we got plenty of that. But this prismatic shard, prismarine shard. Well, apparently if I hit that with an autonomous activator, another quartz, it'll turn into a prismarine shard. Let's go ahead and do that. Grab one quartz. And I have our, I keep saying all the time, an activator. It's our, what is this thing called? A atomic reconstructor. So I'll go ahead and throw that down there. Nice. Got a prismarine shard. And I'm guessing that went into our miner's backpack. It did. Oh, there's a couple other things in there too. Let's go ahead and drop all this stuff off. Now that we've got all this, let's see about waking the wings of the bat. Obviously, we need the empowered crystals. We can do that upstairs. I'm eventually going to have to move those over here at some point, but for now, should be okay. So wings of the bat, empowered dynamo, or what is that? Empowered diamantine crystal block. Do we have any available? We do not. So in order to make those, what do we need? We need to take a diamondite crystal block, which I guess we'll use with the reconstructor, clay, light blue dye, clay, and clay. So we're going to need a lot of clay. Alright, good news guys, you still have a full amount of RF, so this should be okay to do. Let's toss those down, and we'll go ahead and get started with these. And where's my blocks of clay? Oh, you know what, I think I left my block of clay over there. And clay. Yes, they are in here. Alright. Anyway, as I was saying, throw these clay pieces on there, throw the dye, and then the block of clay. Now, I'm curious how much RF this is going to take. Hopefully we can fulfill this procedure, because some creative flight would be really awesome. Remember, we haven't had a jetpack yet. We've been using the wand of teleportation, and we've been using the glider. Now, I don't know if it's a baubles or what it is. I'm not a big fan of taking off the chest piece, but if it gives us the ability of unlimited flight, maybe okay. Alright, there's one, and now for the second. Build that ender star. Nice. There's the ender star, throw that back in, and now wings of the bat. Sweet. So I'm curious, where exactly do these go? I don't know if they're baubles. And if they are, nope, not baubles, not chests. Huh. I actually just tried to double jump and, yep, we have creative flight. So I don't know if anybody's ever seen this before, but oh my god, I just saw a horse get struck by lightning, and it made these. And I think I might need new underwear. I wonder if I can get one of these as a mount. Alright, see what happens here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Seems to be working alright. Pretty creepy. So we want to make one of these alchemy catalysts. So we got to make a mana pearl, which I believe that's just dropping in a ender pearl into the mana pool. So we'll grab a couple of them. Oh, I hate these things. I don't know where my sword's at. Huh. Soul sand, huh? Interesting. So I don't know how much mana is in there exactly. But I think I might be able to get like a mana tablet or something. Let's go ahead and drop that in there, see what happens. Oh. Nice. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna head over here and we're gonna put that alchemy table together. Whatever it is. Alchemy something. Catalyst? Alchem. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna make 2 brewing stands. 1, 2. And I definitely left all the living wood over there, didn't I? I did. Nice. Wait. Okay, so there's a table. Nice. Okay, so now we have our alchemy catalyst. Not exactly sure how this works, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it. Let's go throw it right there. And let's take a look at the old Botania. Let's see, functional flora, natural apparatus. This looks like it. Yeah. Man is an extremely volatile substance to a point that its complete properties and abilities are unknown. One of them is known, though. By attaching an alchemy catalyst created with a mixture of otherworldly materials to the bottom of a mana pool, it enables the pool to perform alchemy. Okay. So that means we gotta put a mana pool on top of this, I'm wondering? Or can I just do this? I don't know what exactly the function is, how it functions as a block, but let's see if it doesn't fall. Does that work? Oh, what did I just get? What was that? Coarse dirt? Let's do it again. Coarse dirt. Is there anything special about it? I don't see anything. Okay, so now what we've been waiting for is redstone. Oh, no, this is glowstone. This is the glowstone one. We're not there yet. Some glowstone. And I believe if everything's set up correctly, this should be able to convert directly in to redstone. Oh yeah, it does. And I think those are going in my bag again. Oh, nice. I think some of these are burned out. There we go. Again, it'd be really nice to know how much those guys are sitting at. Cool. Alright guys, back at the old Quantum Quarry, just coming to find out that I think once it finishes, it switches up its biome that it's mining in, so that's pretty cool. So you're always getting a kind of a mix. Never know what you're going to get. Good news is we have plenty of redstone, all machines are functioning, and we are back to full power. Very good news indeed. Also, Manor Splitter is working out great, and we are getting all sorts of goodies. I think the next step I'd like to work on is going to the Elven trade. That way we can start doubling up our ore, or our redstone. Again, that's the whole, don't forget, that's the whole purpose we're doing this. That little alchemic attribute. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.